I won't have a ride home.
So how many servers are in there?
Right now, 3.
3? Well, that should be enough. I mean...
No, it's supposed to be 2. Aunt's still there.
Okay, so, I mean...
They had 4. I took a couple tables and then I stopped. I was like, there's no fucking way.
It's busy, but they got... It sounds like they have enough people to handle that. I mean, it's not overly busy. You don't think so? They're not, like... No. They're not equipped.
No, there's not enough space for all the people that want to cram together in benches. Everyone wants to have separate tickets. So you have like 8 tickets. 8. So you have like a table with 2 different couples, and then their kids are across the restaurant. So they want you have to get the kids' tickets and make sure they match with the parents' tickets.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Hey, I got an idea. How about we buy this place, or we lease it, and we start a breakfast place in there. Check this out. There was a place in Florida that we used to go to. It's called De Leon Springs. And you can go and swim the natural springs there in Central Florida. But the other cool part about it is they have this little place that's like used to be a sugar mill. So where the springs would come down, it would get the water wheel going, which would grind the sugar cane. Kind of like up here they do at grist mills.
We'll call it BTS.
Now check this out. I'm just reminded of this because like not even a week ago the memory came up of when my mom was alive and the last time we went there. They have griddles in the middle of the table, and it's a pancake place. And because of food safety, if you order meat, they'll bring your meat out to you, but it's already like pre-cooked. But there's a griddle in front of you where you literally pour your own pancakes, crack your own eggs, put your own bread down to make toast, and make your own breakfast right in front of you and serve yourself on your own plate. And it's like, they even do like unlimited. They are packed. I was there twice, when like during Daytona Bike Week, and they were like, we have a 4-hour wait. It's called De Leon Springs, DeLeon. De Leon Springs in Central Florida. Look it up. Amazing. It is so cool. It is a family experience. They give you like, how many eggs you want? 2 eggs? You have 2 whole eggs on your plate that you crack on the griddle. They give you a little spray and butter. You do the griddle, and then the waitress comes in after, to prepare for the next table, and she just cleans the griddle off. It's like the most fun thing ever.
That sounds really cool.
That was creepy.
Yeah, that was creepy.
Barbecue places and those Japanese places where you can literally get your own meat and you put it on the grill in front of you.
Yeah, like a... Yeah, hibachi or a hot pot. Yeah, dude.
Oh, his breakfast.
Yes.
Yeah, but in breakfast, yeah. Now, personally, I think, because back in the day, we used to have Quincy's around here, which came out with a buffet where I was happier than a pig in shit. They had nachos. I was building my own nachos at Quincy's, all you can eat. I think there should be an all you can eat taco bar. Tacos, nachos, just have the tortilla stuff there, have the meat, the pork, the whatever you want, go down the line, make your own stuff. I think that'd be bad as anything. I think that would do well. Let's take over the Shoney's location and throw one of these motherfuckers in there. Oh, I know.
The meat costs a little. It'd be cool.
It'd be fun as fuck, even to try, Who knows if you... Let's see here. Yeah, he moved over. Good. Thank you. Thank you. That kind of came up on me in the conversation. But yeah, I mean, give it a shot, man. You never know. Crazy shit may happen. You may be a successful entrepreneur one day out of just a very simple idea like they did at the sugar mill. They literally pack them in there every day, and if Bike Week's going on or there's an event in that general vicinity, you can't get a table for 3-4 hours. It's crazy.
Yeah, everything was filled, and we had chairs pulled up, and then we had a whole separate group waiting.
Oh.
So, it was just...
Oh, God. Well, at least you're busy. Were you busy the whole day?
Yes, when I got it.
Okay, good. Well, at least did your day go by pretty quick?
Yes, it did.
There you go. Right on. Very nice. dragged on. Let me tell you, the first, dude, I'm not really exactly sure if they were trying to scam me or if it was a real life situation on my first ride. So I got off a little late today, like 3:30. And part of that was procrastination of maybe you should take the day off and do stuff around the house and get this caught up and that caught up. And anyways, I got down the road. I grabbed a double cheeseburger at Burger King there, which is becoming like a quick thing for me. Just put some food in my stomach. I head down the road. I get a ride. I'm like, okay, Lester, cool. I get off a newfound road there, and I head down the road. And I pick up this black girl. She had like a beautiful German Shepherd that came out onto the porch up there, and she really didn't talk much about. And I was starting to get like a really weird vibe from her. And she's like, "Are you recording this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I record all my rides. It's for my safety and the safety of my riders, because there's been some crazy shit that's happened every once in a while." She was like, "Well, I don't want to be recorded." And I said, "Oh, okay, that's fine, no problem. I can drop you off. You know, we can end the ride right here. You can find another ride. You know, this is for my own personal safety. You know, and also for yours." And she's like, well, okay. You know, that's fine. You can record. That's fine." I was like, all right. So it was kind of weird going down the road to begin with, and then maybe like 10 minutes down the road, my Uber, bling, it shuts off and the ride ends. And I was like, what? And I was like, we got to pull over real quick. Something's happening with this ride app. And so we pulled over, and I was like, technically right now it shows you're not in my vehicle. You know, that the ride is ended, that I ended the ride, that somebody ended the ride. I was like, did you accidentally end the ride? And she was like, she goes, no, that motherfucker I was staying with, he's pissed off because he ain't getting no pussy. And he was probably the one who set up the ride for me, and he's the one who canceled it. And I was like, oh shit, I'm in one of those situations. So I'm like, and it was like an 11-mile ride, and we had gone maybe like, I don't know, 3 miles, maybe 4 miles. And I was like, look, I was getting a bad vibe. You know, had she had come off a little differently, I might have been a little more empathetic, sympathetic, you know, but she came off in such a strong way. I was like, I need to end this right now. This just needs to, unless she's got. So I gave her options. I was like, look, can you get on your app and, you know, go ahead and just order a ride, and we can take off right from here. We can start and get you where you need to go. She's like, I ain't got the money. I ain't paying for that. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, this pretty much is the end of the road. I don't know what to do for you. And I was parked at a business, and she wouldn't get out of the vehicle.
We'll call the cops.
I had 911 sitting on the dial after I had gotten out of the vehicle. But, you know, even before, when she got in the vehicle originally, she had like 3 bags with her. I thought I was taking her to the airport. You know, she had like luggage. She had a bag with a whole bunch of shoes in it. She had a backpack. And I was just like, interesting, you know.
She came, met up with a dude, didn't like him in person, and wouldn't put out.
I guess so. I really don't know what the scenario was. I was going to be hanging around to find out, you know, and interview her on that, because I was like, clock's ticking. You know, I mean, this, like, it took out a big chunk of the day. So anyways, you know, I'm parked at a business. I think it was a tire place. And I was just like, look, I don't know what to do for you if you don't have any money and you can't get a ride. And she gets on the phone to somebody, yo, you know, can you get on your Uber and, you know, get me a ride from here? And I step out the vehicle, and I go in the back of the truck, and I take her stuff gently, and I put it, you know, on the grass, you know, and just being very calm. And I'm thinking about things and just trying to be like, you've got somebody in your ride who's possibly being dumped or some other kind of situation, you know? And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, be gentle with this. Be gentle. You don't want to excite anybody. She's already going through some shit right now. Don't add to it. So I didn't say anything. You know, I stepped out the vehicle. you know, I put her stuff out the back, and I went and I opened up her car door, the car door over here, and I said nothing. I was watching the video. I'll try to get it up later. I was watching the video. She's like, this Lyft driver thinks this is some kind of fucking joke. And I was just like, I wasn't laughing, dude. I was being totally serious about it, but I was just like, I am not getting in the middle of this fucking situation at all. Some dude was dumping his chick. He had her going down the road, because when I picked her up, I was like, you don't look like a John, because the name was John on there, you know? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, whatever, because that happens all the time. So anyways, yeah, he canceled the ride just a little bit down the road. And I was like, I kind of felt bad, but in another sense, I was like, I think I definitely avoided something there. It could have been a scam. It could have been something that was planned and just like, I'll get down the road, cancel the ride, and this and that, and they'll drive me there. I don't know. I wasn't gonna.
They're expecting this is a job, and if you're not getting paid to do the job, then you shouldn't do the job.
I know.
I'll drop somebody off the side of the road too.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna take any chances. Like I said, in case that she was gonna blow up or get violent, because I don't know, it was unpredictable. I had 911 sitting on my phone, just in case when I opened her door that she like came after me, or who knows what crazy shit. And what was so funny was, it was like, she totally proved my point for why I was recording rides and everything for safety reasons. It was like immediately proven on that situation right there. You know, this is why shit happens. I don't want to be held liable. You know, I in some cases I may have to use, you know, as physical proof. You know, like, remember I told you I almost got carjacked kind of that one time. I guess it was a carjacking with the two guys. You know,
yeah.
Had that had been a serious situation, I could have brought the information to the police if there was no other recourse, and you know, I may have been able to help some people that way. So, dude, if I'm just gonna leave it at that. When people get in my car, I'm like, if you don't, you know, want me to record, that's fine. You can find another ride, but this is what I do for my own personal safety and also for yours.
No, that's fair play.
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly.
There's no fucking around. I mean, you know you're being recorded. I know I'm being recorded. You know, if you don't want something to be heard or said, don't fucking say it. You know, and yeah, it's just when people are being watched, they act differently when they know they're being watched. You know, when they're being watched and there's just cameras out and around and satellites, and like we were joking about,
yeah,
Elon Musk watching everybody. That's a different story. But when you know that you're being monitored, you act differently, typically. You know, I don't really give a fuck. I'm used to doing it, you know, but there may be times that when I have riders that I get a little more animated because I'm, you know, trying to work with them and stuff. And sometimes, you know,
your ride easier.
Yeah, and I get excited about stuff, and it's absolutely genuine. I'm not being fake about anything, but, you know, I know that, you know, I'm being recorded, and I kind of, it's something that ever since like my first divorce, honestly, has been like a big help and reminder to do things, because video evidence is, you know, it's good shit to have sometimes if you ever need it.
Oh, she sounds fucking nuts.
Also, you just can't get away with not having a dash cam these days. In fact, I'm tempted to just stick a camera on my bike, because half the drivers you just can't predict these days at all.
Yeah, no,
And
you
it's
really
like
should.
They need to retake that test half the time.
Yeah, well, you saw my situation. I got fucking harassed. Showed up like 40 minutes to an hour early. Would yell at me if I said no to a ride. Like, all sorts of shit. It was fucking nuts.
Was it these nuts? Oh! Sorry. The Osbournes were going off on that.
There was another guy who was like really fucking, you know, like aggressive with like making her get into his ride so he could take her, and then he was like really like, I need the money, I need this, and it was like,
all sorts of shit.
It was starting to
He
get to the point where I
literally
was
parked
worried.
in front of my job and watched me work for an entire hour
Oh.
before even asking if I needed a ride or anything. Like,
That's like the second stalker story I've heard today. That's some scary shit, you know. And that's why, yeah, I'd, you know, they make a really cool bicycle mounted holder for cell phones. I've got them for my scooters. I have 2 scooters, and I put them on there. And you know, on my YouTube channel, you can see like how well they do when I was doing like the truck shows and stuff like that. But I would at least do that. And honestly, the way that, you know, this one's running public right now, but what I started doing, I started running only me on Facebook. That way I've got a live recording, because I always do go back and clip copy it. So I only need it for myself, but for your own safety, you could be streaming wherever you're riding your bike, you know, just for safety purposes, because you're right, a lot of people sideswipe you, and they don't, half of the time, they don't even know, and they just continue down the road like nothing ever happened.
yeah, that's how it happened to me my first day here. I got hit.
Insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, remember? They clipped me off the side of the fucking hill. I went down the whole side of the mountain by my mom's old place. It was like a 50-foot fucking slide. It was a deep valley, and I went over the railing, and I slid all the way to the fucking bottom. Got 3 fractures. Had to crawl my fucking way back up. Still showed up to work.
Still went to work.
Yeah, still went to work. They're like, you're a little late. I was like, bro, I got hit by a car.
Bitch, gotta pay some bills, yo.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I've been sideswiped a couple times on motorcycles. I've had like, how many motorcycles have I owned? Like 4 or 5 different motorcycles, and I've driven from different towns between Florida and up here. You know, drivers are kind of predictable a little bit, you know, but the one thing that's completely unpredictable is Mother Nature. You don't know if a fucking deer is going to fall out in front of you one day, a tree's going to fall down in your way, you know, all that. You can bank on drivers being idiots, you know, and there's only obviously so much you can do about that, but for the most part, that's like a guarantee that a lot of drivers are going to be halfway shitty.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been knocked off my bike by 2 and still turned up to worked the whole day. And I mean, the first guy was really apologetic. He even took my bike in the back of his van and took me to work. He was trying to get me to hospital, but I was like, oh, fine. Just get me to work. You're all good. Just get me to work.
By the way, you got $200 or 500 pounds? I don't know what it is over there. I don't.
Pounds, yeah.
Yeah, let's have it.
Quid? I don't know. I don't know the.
Pounds are the dollars.
Yeah, yeah, quid works too.
There you go. Yeah, give me something. Give me something for my pain and suffering as you drop me off, my brother. Let me go and hook up on some pain pills on the way out of work. I'm gonna need about $50.
I love how you're like pretty and you get hit by a van and you get in the van that hit you and you don't think anything of it.
Right? Dude, that it really is.
No, I would have been like suspicious.
Oh, I'm so sorry I struck you down and all. Get inside my van. Here, I have candy too.
Yeah. Fucking, his mom was worried about him getting trafficked over here, and I was like, I would be worried too if that was my son.
Here's a rag that smells really good. Let me put it over your face and take a deep inhale, and everything will be so much better.
Perfume. You want to smell it? It's called chloroform.
Exactly.
He's laughing. It's his little face. Oh, you're so cute. You're gonna get kidnapped one day. I hope not.
How old are you, Ryan?
He's 24. Oh shit.
Oh.
There we go. He's 24.
24, just a baby. You're like you're exactly between the age of my daughter and my son. You could be my 3rd son, boy.
He's so cute.
I'm old. I feel old.
He's got more gray hair than you and me put together.
I went gray, dude. I started seeing gray hairs at like age 21, dude. Don't feel bad about it. And now look at me. Look at this. I'm all gray.
Yeah, he's about to be too.
It's okay, man. Go with it.
Hey, at least you still got all your hair though.
Yeah,
Full
that's.
head.
Yeah, dude. There's so many people who kill for hair. You know, they don't care what color it would be. They just kill for hair.
My friend John went bald at 16.
Oh. Well, some dudes can pull that off.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wish I could wear a bald head because it's the easiest maintenance in the world for hair cutting. And
He can grow a full beard, but nothing on his head.
yeah, I can't. My face grows nothing, but my hair always grows really good. Too good. Got it coming out the ears and the nose now.
Yeah.
Old man shit. That's when you know you're old, Ryan. When the shit starts coming out your
No, I
ears.
was told you know a man's old when his pubes turn white too.
That's never happened.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
And honestly, like, my mustache is still like strawberry blonde, but right here on my chin, it's all like white. So it's funny, even those are two different colors just between literally on other sides of my lip.
If you ever do want to get facial hair, you gotta like make it match.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. It's funny. It's like I got a little bit of frost up here, but it's mainly red, and then it's all white like here.
There's a guy that I used to know that was like what 86, and he dyed his hair bright purple.
Bright. Yeah, I don't get into dyeing hair. That's just extra work, man. It's the last thing I want to do is fucking have to cut my hair, have to dye my hair, you know, have to shampoo my hair. That's why I like keeping it short. Honestly, this is like way too long right now. And I'm gonna probably go in there because
Nice.
but I'm gonna wear a hat for the rest of the year, you know, and until probably March.
At least your head's gonna be extra warm with more hair.
Well, there really aren't. I gotta wear hats in order to keep the heat in.
Yeah, so grow your hair out.
No, then it takes
layering.
then it takes more care, and it's stuck in the fucking drain.
No one's gonna know if you have it in the hat.
Yeah, I just cut that shit down to 1 inch, man. That's it. It's the easiest thing. 1 inch on top, number 2 on the
His hair is
sides.
longer than mine right now.
Yeah, I saw his hair. He's got some long fucking hair.
Yeah. I'm gonna grow mine back out.
Long-haired people need not apply.
That's if it fucking grows. I chopped it all off and it hasn't grown at all since.
Oh, guess what?
What?
I spoke with a lady at Mission Hospital today who was starting a nursing program.
Ooh.
And I was like, does your hospital pay for that? And she says, yes, it does. And I said, how'd you get into that? And she goes, right now I'm a sitter. And I said, what's a sitter? And she goes, basically I sit down and I watch people. And I was like, that's all you do? And she's like, that's it. It's a requirement in order to get into the nursing program, but they will pay your way through a nursing program. And she sits with like mental health issue people. So I was like, what was your crazy story of the day? Give me something. And she was like, well,
you should have asked for her number or something.
had just call there, look up on Mission Health. Because she was like, we just hired 200 employees. Yes, she's like, all the CNAs, all the nurses, just like I've been saying for a while. She's like, they're all from out of state. We've been having such a hard time finding people. She's like, we're hiring, get people in there. Mission in Asheville.
Oh, that's far though.
So I go to Asheville every fucking day.
Oh yeah, that's right. You do. That's where you go. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If I can get on the same schedule, then you can drop me off when you go down there and pick me up when you go home.
Exactly.
I don't write this down.
Look into it because
Mission
I don't.
What?
Mission Hospital.
Asheville.
Yeah. And you may have to call like human resources and be like, look, my ultimate goal is to be in this position. I've heard that you guys will train if you, what opening positions do you have that we can enter in through in order to make steps, you know, for down the road.
Hell yeah.
Because she was just, you know, she was like, I didn't have any, she didn't say about college, but I could tell she was just like workforce person. She's like, yeah, now that I've been working here and doing this for this long, I can now get into the nursing program and they pay for it. And I was like, that's good to know.
I'll call them out.
Yeah.
I will actually, because that's good money nursing.
You're damn right.
More than what I'm making.
Right now, she's like, right now they just need sitters. They just need people to sit and watch other people.
Look at it.
And like, I was asking her, I was like, do you have multiple rooms? And she was like, well, yeah, there's a desk outside. And I was like, oh, I remember when I was there, there was a desk and there was 2 pieces of glass, one in this room and then one was that. And you can pull the curtains back. One person's sitting down and she can watch the patients in both rooms through the glass. So it's like
Make sure they're not hurting themselves or anything.
Yeah, and she said every 15 minutes they got to go in there and take down notations and whatever.
That's how they're doing. Make sure they're not, you know.
Blood pressure, probably heart rate, whatever else. Yeah. Making notes. And I was like, that's it? That's what you do the whole day? And she's like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, I get that. I'm social.
Yeah.
I'll talk somebody into, and I'm kidding.
They may start you on 3rd shift. She's like, 3rd shift's the hardest. She's like, you want to fall asleep. You're literally sitting there watching somebody sleep. And I was like, oh, yeah, that is kind of tough,
Can't
isn't
send your
it?
phone or anything.
I don't
Can't
know
watch
the
TV.
rules. I don't know.
Can't. Well, actually, you could probably. No, I don't think you could be on your phone just in case you get too distracted and you miss something important.
Yeah, there's probably a certain restriction level. I don't know what it is.
If it's for the mental patients, I think you have to be like more serious.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but anyways, I definitely was like asking on your behalf because I was like, I got somebody who was
If I
thinking
worked there, I
about.
probably could have sat with my nephew.
Oh.
Yeah, he was in there for a little bit.
Hmm.
Fun things.
Yeah. Have a good night, Ersu.
You don't have my phone on me.
I don't know.
Yes, I do.
You gonna cash at me later? Is that
I
what
already
it is?
did.
Oh, you did. Perfect. I don't even know where my fucking phone is. Oh, it's in my pockets.
You're funny.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
You too. See you tomorrow evening.
Yep.
Sounds good.